Hello everyone, I'm Jaderps. I'm also known as Halcyon Echoes and Silver Flash. I'll keep introductions short. I'm not the best player, but I'm absolutely not the worst. I've been around the block with the gun clanning community for about 5 years now. I'm a fairly veteran raid leader, and I've played in a few crazy events in my time, and I've had the opportunity to interact with all sorts of players, new, old, the good, the bad, and the ugly. My goal with this video is to help players who are newer to the gunfighting community get a sense of direction and how to improve. Okay, section 1 is attitudes you'll want to bring to events. As a new player, if you want to have any shot at success in the current clanning environment, you need to be a player that people want to bring to events. You'll want to avoid things like trolling, not listening, and having a massive ego as like a fresh player. There's nothing that I loathe more as a raid and defense leader than seeing someone that no one has ever heard of showing up to the event, begging people to like get on to pocket him and for him to play on classes just to watch him go triple negative. That's like the equivalent of being a SoundCloud rapper in the clan community. I'll just laugh at you, then not bring you to events. Just don't be that guy. That leads me to my second point. Listen to your raid leader and be teachable. During a raid, all responsibility is on the raid leader to make calls that allow the team to win. Each leader goes about this in different ways. Some would prefer to clear the area around turn before pushing. Other people would prefer to just shoot at the enemy team and then make a push while the enemy team is distracted. You may not always agree with the methods, but the call was made for a reason, and they're trying to set up for a specific angle, and the responsibility is now on you and your team to act on it. A leader can make all of the right calls in the world, do all the things, say all the things, but if people aren't listening or just flat out don't act on it, then it's pointless. Section 2 is going to be more focused on teamwork. When it comes to raiding, defending, and scrims, being a good teammate, is huge. There's a few important passive skills you'll want to learn as well to help contribute towards that win and get all the recognition in the things, the glory. If you're not actively shooting at the other team, you should be healing and zoomed out looking around for enemy players. If you see term not completely capped or just not capped at all, and you know you can capture it, then please just capture it. Don't take much. It makes you look good. And I'll reiterate, please listen to your raid leader. Bonus points if you can help make plays or hold down the fort while your leader is out of base, like if he's off spawn or something. It helps out a ton. Healing teammates is important. It preserves the overall fighting strength of the team, and it just shows people that you're a team player. Like, I will pick people that heal well and have the passive skills over the players that just damage farm the whole game and don't contribute. I'll keep it real, actually. I've seen several events where my team won because our heals were simply better than the other teams. We weren't even out damaging them. There were a few that we were like 10k damage behind the other team, but we won because we healed more and they weren't able to kill us on term. It just bought us good time. Something else you'll want to practice a lot and get into a habit of is just zooming out when you're not doing something. It's a passive skill that I wish people employed more. It not only makes you more aware as an individual that you might be getting flanked or where the enemy team is, but if you can make callouts and stuff and let your raid leader know where the enemies are and how many of them there are in that location, it helps them adjust their strategy and their plays to continue to win the game or start to win the game. Capping terminal and keeping terminal capped is the single most important point on this list, though. Most bases require you to hold down an objective for a set amount of time. It could be like, I've seen everywhere from 500 to 1200 seconds where you have to keep the terminals capped. I think VAC docs is like 1500. But I digress. I don't care how many kills, how much damage, heals, or how good of a player you are. Your team is not winning if you guys do not hold term down. It will go. It'll be worthless, and people will just be like, you're mid. Don't run and die for term pointlessly, because then, you're just away from term for longer. And sometimes it's better to just wait on your teammates or to wait for your leader to make a call. But if it can be done, it should be done. I'll speak from personal experience. I will always pick competent team players that contribute to the team more than they contribute to themselves. Section 3 is going to be game sense. Game sense is best described as the individual player's judgment about the local fighting space and the status of the event. This includes things like the feasibility of the situation they're in and where to position themselves, knowledge of both where your team is and where the enemy players are, and so much more. It's honestly best acquired over time. It comes down to a lot of experience to have good game sense. And it's you're definitely going to have to do some introspection after some events too. I'll give you a few key insights and examples. Say you're playing 8v8 on Reversal Compound and you know that you have 3 enemy players in the hallway side of the map, 3 enemy players on mid, but your warehouse side team cannot find the 2 enemy players that are playing there. It's reasonable then to believe that maybe their players are in vents or off spawn. And if your teammates climb up into vents and don't see the enemy anywhere in there, then the possibility that they're in vents has been ruled out, and your leader can make the call to keep the enemy players off spawn, or have your warehouse team shoot for a terminal, or hold on what you got. Critical thinking is just important, and common sense too. Section 4 is going to be personal growth and development. I've waited to talk about aim and developing individual skills for last, because it's honestly the first 3 things that really can make or break your reputation and status as a player and your team. Gunfighting is 20% aim. The rest of it's thinking and teamwork. It's about shooting, moving, communicating, and all the things. And personal growth extends beyond aim too. It's also things like having good movement and just growing your reputation across clanning and stuff. But I digress. There are many different ways to improve your aim. I personally enjoy Kovacs. There's things like Aim Labs, Aim 400 KG, Canadogs, Zombie Aim Trainer, Haypro's Bot Arena. There's a million ways to skin a cat, but nothing actually beats playing the game. In the words of Soupy, if you don't have anything to apply that aim to on the aim trainer, you're only getting better at the aim trainer. Those bots emulate just generic movements, things you might see in general, but there's nothing like sparring your friends and playing against real players. I will always recommend that when you're just starting off, find good players that'll spend time with you to help you learn the ropes and spar with you. Any decent player worth their salt should be willing to help new players learn and coach them. Because we're such a small community, we cannot afford to keep scaring off our newer players or the players that maybe are not as skilled as everyone else. I was coached by Zayla, also known as Kapar, in Stitches 10. He has so many accounts. He's an old bastard though. And I still use the things that he's taught me to this day. You'll be shaped more by the people you surround yourself with, so find the people that you want to keep around and stick with them. If you hang out with degenerates, you're just going to be a degenerate. If you hang out with cheaters, you're going to be known for hanging out with cheaters, and just people that you'll just be known as someone that people want to keep at arm's length. Find raid leaders that you like playing for, that are smart and lead well, and just be loyal to them. Like, a good raid leader will go a long ways to, your own growth as well. If they make good calls, can find good events and stuff, then that's a great place to just stick around. Sometimes I feel like in general people always try looking for better. They don't appreciate what they have. Grow a your social circles really like what'll make or break your gun clanning experience. If your social circle cares about bringing each other up and not trashing on one another, you're going to make good memories with them, and you're going to want to hang out with them more. And, like my social circle currently, Steel, Not Google, the Seaberg community, all of them, over time, we all have like really fun memories together, just from like not even winning. Sometimes it's like the grace in losing and all of like the big life events that we've gone through together. Like the players I play with, I've been playing with for the later half of 4 years at this point. And I would not trade them for many things. It's part up, babe. In summary, bring a good attitude to events. Be a good teammate that plays for the win and for the team. Play the game and find people that you enjoy playing the game with. If any of you have technical questions or just need someone to listen to you, or you need to ask advice, my Discord personally is cobalt_skies. That's COBALT_skies, SKIES. I wish everyone the best of luck with their clanning journey, and I hope you guys have a good day.